Okay, in this demo, we have some test tubes with solutions in them. The first one is copper sulfate. This nice, clear, transparent blue is a solution where we took some copper sulfate crystals, dissolved it in water, and made it into a solution. That's what makes it aqueous. It is a homogeneous mixture of that copper sulfate and water. Homogeneous means there's no chunky stuff in here. It's a perfect mixture. Now we're going to combine that with some potassium hydroxide, which is in an aqueous solution. So nice, perfectly transparent, clear solution. And what we're actually going to do, I'm going to leave these here, and I'm going to pour the potassium hydroxide into this middle test tube that has the copper sulfate in it already, and I'm going to leave the original copper sulfate and potassium hydroxide on either side so that you can see what it started off as and compare that to what it turns into. So here we go. And that's basically complete. It'll continue to change a little bit, so I'm going to leave it here for you to be able to watch it for a little bit of time. But I already did this once, and this is what that test tube is going to look like after like an hour or two. So you can see that change compared to our other solutions. And if you'd like, in class, I can show you what that test tube looks like after, a day or two of sitting and combining together. So I'm gonna actually cut to what this looks like after about 30 minutes, right about now. Okay, so I know you're not going to enjoy hearing this, but on this chemical equation, I want you to work together with your group in order to try and write it out. We very clearly have all four of the different substances that are involved in this equation written out. So we're going to have the copper sulfate plus potassium hydroxide. And it says are mixed producing, so that's where our arrow is going to be. And then potassium sulfate plus copper 2 hydroxide. Really all we've got here is some practice writing some chemical formulas, including a few that have Roman numerals in them. So remember, that's just giving you the charge of your metal, and that we've got a couple of polyatomic groups here, sulfate, hydroxide going on. So we're probably going to have to flip our periodic table over in order to find those symbols and charges, but I'm pretty sure that you can handle it, and I'm always here in class to help you out if you are getting stuck or need help. But I trust you to write this out, and don't forget to balance it. It's really not that bad to balance if you write your equations for each of your formulas correctly. So good luck. Let me know if you need anything.